What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Teen Mom OG recap, which aired on Monday, June 24th on MTV. The show comes on with Caitlyn and Tyler taking the baby for her first pictures. And Nova, she's just not feeling it. By the way, Butch, they still haven't heard from him since Caitlyn gave birth. Tyler seemed a little aggravated when they asked him how do he feel about juggling the baby and Nova. You know that Nova she's at that stage where there's a new baby in the house and she's just wanting more attention. She's feeling like she's being left out. You know, that jealousy stage that they're at when a new baby's in the house and it's not just them anymore. So, Macy and Taylor getting ready to promote their new t-shirt line. She's trying to focus more on that and not so much of Ryan and his little situation. So while she's over at Ryan's parents' house, it's like MTV just set it up right at the moment while they're talking about Ryan. Then the phone rings and then his dad is like, oh, that's Ryan on the phone. I think that was Macy over at the house. It was either Macy or Mackenzie. I don't know. I tuned out for a moment because it's like MTV is beginning to make the show so scripted. It kind of disgusts me a little bit. Like, come on now. They'll do that to keep the ratings up. So anyway, when he did call, he didn't stay on the phone no more than like 3 minutes, or either MTV just edited it out that way. And I couldn't help but notice how, it was Mackenzie. It wasn't Macy, it was Mackenzie. I can't help but notice how Mackenzie she has like this resting face that just looks disgusted every time they put the camera on her. It's like she just hates to talk about the situation with Ryan. So, Ryder's birthday party is coming up, and Cheyenne says that she's invited Taylor, and she's going to make sure that she don't feel awkward. She also mentioned that she talked to her over the phone about a week ago. And she made sure that she understood that it was nothing personal against her with the fact that she didn't want her around Ryder. It's just that she don't want anybody around Ryder because it's not like she know them well enough to be around her baby girl, and that's understandable. So Andrew is about to have his procedure done, and the only thing Amber could think of at this point is how she's going to be kind of dealing with the baby on her own now. And it kind of looked like Amber is making Andrew feel guilty for having his surgery. And it's, it makes her look like she feeling like she's going to be taking care of the baby by herself. I'm like, well, it's just for a little while. Just give this man time to heal. And then y'all will be back co-parenting. But I mean, don't make him feel bad about it. Come on now. That's kind of selfish. So, Macy's family is taking a photo shoot. And Mackenzie, she's at the nail salon. And she was like, Ryan is beginning to realize that, like, this is real life. And this is not what he wants. Since he's been surrounded by, like, hardcore criminals in jail. So, Caitlyn is getting ready to head out. And Nova has a complete meltdown. I mean, she's about to pull down the curtains and everything. But I must say, they calmed her down. It took a little minute before they calmed her down, but they're getting better and better at it. Because in some scenes when we see Nova, when she's having a tantrum, it's like they just cut to the next scene and she's still having a tantrum when they bring it back to their scene. So they're getting better at calming her down. While Andrew's recovering, Amber finds out that Amber calls to spend some time with Christine, her and Leah, and they go play bingo and go out to eat. And Leah is mature. She's matured so much, and she's so sweet. So Cheyenne and Matt, they go go-kart riding, and she claims that she's nervous that Matt and Corey, they'll be meeting for the first time at Ryder's birthday party. And Matt, he kind of gives me Devon vibes from Teen Mom, too. So Macy and Taylor, they're finishing up the photo shoot for the t-shirt line. And I noticed that she's not stuttering as much as she was on the last episode when they were focusing on Maverick's speech. And I'm like, shame on MTV if they like doing the most for ratings. I mean, it's like they making everything so scripted. And if anything, they're going to end up losing views because it's not like this on Teen Mom 2. But on Teen Mom OG, I guess they were losing views the last season. So they have to do this season to keep the ratings up, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but every time Tyler and Caitlyn is having a serious conversation, he just goes off to his own little way of joking about stuff. And I don't know, but he thought back to when Caitlyn got this piglet. And she was thinking like, well, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe, I don't know what's wrong with me. And she was just all upset. It was a real sad moment. And then he was like, well, they both were talking about how it kind of helped her. And now she know how to, just take the time out for herself and do her. And do what makes her happy and not feel guilty about it. So it's Ryder's birthday party. Corey met Matt for the first time. And it just seemed like they've been knowing each other forever because they just hit it off right away. And so I also learned that back in either 2012 or 14, Taylor didn't have a lot of good things to say about black people back then on Twitter. And that may be why Cheyenne wasn't feeling her from the jump. But I'm going to look into that a little bit more before I go any further with it. So Caitlyn decided on getting Nova a pony. And Tyler, he really wasn't feeling it at first, but he was like, well, maybe this is a good thing because it'll kind of help her stay occupied while they take care of the baby, and she won't be feeling like nobody's giving her attention. She won't be feeling like her mom and dad is just giving all the attention to the baby, which they're not giving all the attention to the baby, but we know how that is. And with the little Tylers and how they just feel kind of left out. So Macy says that it scares her how well that Bentley handles the fact that Ryan is constantly in and out of his life. Like, she just don't want him to feel like this is normal. And I mean, but hey, I understand what she's saying, but it is what it is. I mean, it happens. I just hope that this doesn't damage that child and he doesn't need therapy. She claims that she's ready to talk to Ryan if he's willing to sit down and talk with her about everything, about just the hurt, the scars, and just everything that ever happened with him in the past. She claims that she do still care about him and his well-being. She just wants to see him healthy, happy, minus the F-ups. And baby James, he is so adorable. Amber's mom is over to give her a hand with the baby since she's been taking care of the baby and Andrew, and she just need a little break. But I kind of sense a disconnect between Amber and her mom. I mean, it's been a while and they've had their ups and downs, but I just kind of figured by now that they'll be a little bit closer. But I know, I guess it just takes time. It's still a work in progress for them. So Ryder's having so much fun at her party. And at this point, that's pretty much all I care about. I don't care about anything with Cheyenne and Matt and Corey and Taylor and all that little drama, because it's pretty much the same old thing. So the show goes off and Mackenzie is driving looking pissed off with the rest with her restless, just pissed off looking face, like she's just always so disgusted to be filming now. And I mean, it just seems like to me, her and Ryan, they're not going to make it. I don't see them being together for too much longer. It just seems like that she's just not happy anymore with him, with the filming. This is her life now on the show. Like, this is not what she wants. And I don't blame her, but that's just my opinion. It just don't seem like that they're going to be together much longer. So anyway, y'all, this concludes tonight's recap. If y'all enjoyed this recap, please give it a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Also, I used to be so into the Hills and Laguna Beach years ago. And so now it's back on. I'm talking about the heels. And I've been thinking about doing a recap on it. So leave y'all thoughts down below and let me know if you want to see that. So as always, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next week.